Hi students, I am Bazi from Meslova Dizzy Classroom. Have you ever seen the movie Jungle Book? Why not almost all of us seen from our childhood the Jungle Book? And who wrote the book The Jungle Book? Yes, the Rudyard Kipling. He had born in India. And we are all familiar with the characters of Jungle Book. That is the Mowgli, Balu, Sher Khan, Bagheera, Akela, Tabaki. Almost all these are very famous characters in Jungle Book movie. Almost all are found in jungle only, that is the forest. Why Mowgli not interested to leave the forest? How he enjoyed the life in the forest, even troubles come from Sher Khan. How he get food, shelter, protection, and how he enjoyed almost all these things we see in the movie Jungle Book or in the weekly episodes of Jungle Book in the cartoon channels. In the same manner, in our life or in our homes, we saw different types of products and materials come from the forest. You might have many items like firewood, fuel wood, or plywood, and different types of boxes which are made up of wood, and different types of matchsticks, which almost all these are come from the forest. We use different types of gums for sticking books, and we use rubber as eraser to erase mistakes in our notebooks, and different types of rubber bands and rubber products we are used in our daily life. During marriages or special occasions, the children use mehendi, or that is henna dye, which is used specially on special occasions. You know, the chewing gums and the certain oils, that perfumes, and different types of spices, and sealing wax, soap nuts like shikakai and kunkullu. We play different types of toys which are made up of different types of woody material and also the bamboo sticks. Especially we used to play with flutes, guitars, violins, and even the sport items, especially the cricket bat and wickets, and different types of hockey bats, shuttle rockets. Almost all these things are made up of the wood. We eat fruits like jackfruit, star fruit, custard apple, leeches, citrons, సీమసింతకాయలు, రేగ్గాయలు, తేగలు, and many more fruit materials which are came from only forest. We take honey at early morning. Different types of medicinal plants and medicines we consume in our daily life. Where does we get all these products, all these varieties in our life? Almost our life is supported by different types of forest and its products. You know, the forest is the place where many different types of trees are present, and it is home for many wild animals, birds, insects, snakes, and many more creatures we may find in the forest. It also decorates the world. Generally, the forest is thick and dominated by trees. You know, the branchy part of the tree above the stem, we called it as crown of the tree. You have to see different types of trees have different types of crowns. The branches of the tall tree look like the roof over the other plants, and which we called as canopy. You know, trees had different types of crowns, have different types of sizes and shapes. These has created different types of horizontal layers over the forest. Giant and tall trees constitute the topmost layer of the forest, and which is followed by different types of shrubs and large grasses like bamboos, and then which is followed by herbs. Different types of tree tops made the green cover over the land in the forest. We may find different types of giant trees like teak, neem, tamarind, sal, banyan, red sandalwood, and rosewood, seemal, shisham, palash, fig, kachnar, khair. There are many types of bushes and shrubs present in the forest. Like gugilam, tangedu, yegisa, kamba, nallamaddi, and different types of grasses, especially the bamboos, which we called as poor man's timber. The sun is barely visible to the leaves of the trees, making forest dark inside. The forest floor seemed like a dark colored layer which is covered with different types of dead and decay matter and fallen leaves, twigs, and fruits, seeds, and different types of animal droppings, and many more things which are fallen on the surface of the floor and which form a thick cover over the soil and make it as a spongy carpet. And this layer is undergoing degradation or decaying by different types of microbes, and which forms into a thick organic matter which we call as humus, and that is very warm and has consisting of decaying material. These forests are also home for many type of animals, that is wild animals, birds, insects, which may distributed from the floor of the forest to the topmost layer of the canopy of the forest, and which are distributed in various types of zones of the forest. We may see different types of insects and beautiful butterflies fluttering here and there from one flower to another flower, and we may hear different types of sounds and chirpings of different types of birds, and webs of spiders, bees, and different types of ants we may see or find in the barks of the trees. If you observe on tiny decaying leaf, we may find the mushrooms growing on it. Army of tiny insects, millipedes, centipedes, different types of beetles, and many more creatures we may find on the decaying leaves of the forest floor. There are several types of organisms and microorganisms live in the soil of the forest. The monkeys and chimps, they are jumping from one branch of the tree to the another branch you may find in the forest. And the snakes are hiding under the land. The giant animals like rhinoceros, hippopotamus, elephants, giraffes, bears, jackals, lions, tigers, and other animals like deers, porcupines, wild boars, snakes, mongoose, anteaters, and many more creatures and animals we may find in forest area. This is the vast miraculous habitat which provide food, shelter, protection, safety, security, and many more things to the almost all type of animals like wild animals, birds, insects, snakes, and many more. Would we see same type of plants and animals in every forest? Definitely no. Due to various types of climatic conditions, the trees and animals and plants are differ according to their distribution and conditions, and these are all differ from forest to forest. We see different types of forest in different places of both Telugu states like Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, and you may find different types of districts like from Adilabad, Srikakulam or Vijayanagaram, or to the Khammam, or to the Prakasam or Chittur. You may see different varieties of forests within the regions of both Telugu states. Different forests like Dandakaranya, Panchavati and Nallamala forest we may find in these both regions of Telugu states. The forests are changing from place to place, region to region and condition to conditions. Within our state only we may find different variations. Throughout the world, the forest is also distributed in various zones and various places, and depends on the climatic conditions, especially the temperature. The forest is very different. Throughout the world, three major types of forest are there. One is tropical forest, and another one is temperate forest, and then taiga or boreal forest, which we call as coniferous also. These are three zones. For example, if you see the tropical forest, which is grown nearer to the equator and it is very dense and thick, it also have different types of subcategories. In the same manner, the temperate forest, other than tropical, we call as temperate forest, which is growing between the polar region to the equator zone, to the North Pole as well as South Pole. And in the same manner, the polar regions, the complete conditions are very cool, and these forests are boreal forest or taiga, which also evergreen, which grown only in cold conditions. And these are different types of forest which are distributed throughout the world. And these are the general categories of forest, that is temperate, tropical and boreal, according to conditions like temperature, humidity, rainfall. In our nation, in our country, the complete total area of forest distribution is nearly 19.3% in its total geographical area. The major forests in our country are same tropical, temperate and conifers. The forest is not just home for plants and animals. Many peoples also live in the forest. They get food, shelter and different types of medicinal plants in their life from the forest only. Many people also live in the forest. They may belong to different types of tribes, and forests provide them with food, shelter and different types of medicines. And these people are getting everything from the forest, but they don't damage that forest. They have traditional knowledge about different types of medicines and different types of plants in the forest area. The tribes are also called as Adivasis. If you see in our state, the dense Nallamala forest of Prakasam districts, in which the Naidu Cheru Tanda of Papinenipalli village, the people which are belonging to one of the tribe, that is Chenchus, we call them as Chenchus. These Chenchus are also distributed in various parts of other forests of our state. The Chenchu tribes doing very hard work, and every Chenchu walk around nearly 30 kilometers per day throughout the forest, and they are collecting different types of valuable forest products, especially the honey and different types of soap nuts like kunkullu and sikakai, and even the fallen wood material or dry wood material, and different types of many more forest products which are gathering from the forest, and they sold it in a weekend market, that is Santa. In that Santa, they used to make money, and they purchase clothes and different types of daily basic requirement for their life. This is one of the adaptation of Chenchu tribes in the forest area. They are protecting as well as they are using the forest products. Our government also collecting different types of forest products from these tribes in our Andhra Pradesh. These are very important to encourage the tribes to collect the forest products. For example, if you see the honey which we eat at early morning, for example, if you see the Girijan honey which is branding by Andhra Pradesh state government, and it is one of the society which collecting honey or other forest products especially from the tribes, and they give the branding to them and they market into the local markets. In the same manner, different tribes are present in different parts of our nation, and they are also doing same like that, and they are helping in generating revenue in the local bodies, and they are also used for the society. Till now we understand how forest provides food, shelter, protection, and also different types of economical and commercial benefits, and how forest also provides environmental benefits for our healthy life. And in next session we will discuss how forest is the reason for almost all the economical and environmental benefits, and how we have to conserve the forest, and how what happens when we cut the forest without any mercy, and we will discuss all these things in next time. Until then, students, bye bye.